Right, guys, Happy New Year. 2024 is going to be a blast. I hope at least a blast for my bugs and my health and for yours as well. Hey guys, you might wondering why there's so much sunlight here, even though I have the curtains. The only answer I can give you is that this video is recorded in heaven. And you're probably in heaven right now. If you were following my Twitter from November, I tweeted about the game that made pretty decent gains right now, and it's still pretty undervalued. So today in this episode we're going to dive into that game. I'm of course talking about Legends of Elumia. This is an MMO RPG on Solana, and it's pumping right now, but I think it's still really undervalued for what they're still building and what they have in store for 2024. So guys, let's get to it. Alright guys, Legends of Elumia, Solana-based MMO RPG that is basically in development for 2 years, Animoca backed. Animoca brands, if you don't know what it is, you should be like not doing gaming in Web3 space. Also solid team, 18 developers with a lot of experience in mobile and MMO games, and it's already playable, which is very important. Okay guys, let's jump into Degen details. Right now it's pumping. The token price, as you can see, it's going up. I've mentioned this coin somewhere around here, 10th of November. 10th of November, so if you were on my call on Twitter, you should follow me on Twitter. I sometimes post some stuff that might make you money. You are up around 10x, and I think it still has pretty room to grow. What I really like is that fully diluted is 33, 35 or something versus 19 million of market cap. So it means that there's not really much VC money that can be dumped on you. Most of the tokens were already unlocked. Like I think there's like one unlock that happens in January, so this month, I think a little later this month, and that's it. So that looks pretty good. They've been building through the bear, and what I love about it, that they didn't really have a solid pump yet, because they had a token launch a little bit before Luna collapsed. So it was already a bear market. And then you know what happens when Luna collapsed, like everything went on nuclear. So same like Decimated, they didn't really have a solid pump, and now we can see it. Like if we look at market cap of a game like Big Time, which is also an MMO, well, it's like almost 2 billion versus 35 million. Honestly, I'm not saying that Elumia is gonna do numbers like Big Time, but from the pumpamental perspective, they have one solid, oh my god, this is so bright, they have one solid thing in their roadmap, and that is mobile at the end of this year, which is potentially super higher than Big Time can ever be, because, well, Big Time is only on PC. I don't know if they're planning to introduce it on console, but definitely not on mobile. Here on mobile, and the team is really experienced with the previous mobile releases, this can actually be super bullish because they can onboard really a lot of players, especially in Asia. So this is a pretty bullish catalyst, and I think over the year the token might have more appreciation. But let's jump into the game, guys. So right now, in order to play, you need to have a character. Characters can be obtained on Magic Eden. Right now they are pumping a little bit, so for Solana is pretty expensive, but those characters are pumping probably because at the end of this month you have another character mint, and those characters, the people that own those characters, have a whitelist for the upcoming mint. They were like 2 Solana not that long ago, I think even 1.5 at some point, but now yeah, they're pumping. They might be keeping pumping as we have just the beginning of January. We will see. Another thing, okay, if we're jumping into the game, we're basically, once we have a character, we log in on the account, and then we need to grow this character into the game. So you have to lock him into the game, transfer him to the game or from the game. Once you buy him, you transfer him into the game, and then you can basically download the game and play. Okay, so as you can see, this is what's up. Here's my character. Something is slowly going on in the city. There are some players, but of course, there's a total amount of NFTs is around 500. So right now, only those people who have it can play. So obviously, it's not super crowded yet, but it will change, right? Graphics pretty nice. I really like this art style. It's kind of cartoonish, but at the same time, like, this looks pretty badass. Those characters look pretty badass. And it's a fantasy MMORPG, which honestly right now on Solana there is no other RPG MMORPG in fantasy kind of genre. You know, there's Decimated, which is kind of dystopian, futuristic, post-apocalyptic, and you have, of course, Star Atlas, which is sci-fi. So, honestly, Illumia kind of in its own category. And, well, the game is pretty playable, I'd say. Right now, I tested it like around 1 year ago, and honestly, there has been a lot of progress. Right now, it's not crashing, it's pretty fluid. It's slowly becoming like a really pleasant experience. And honestly, right now, you have 4 dungeons introduced, and there's going to be another one introduced, I think, in Q1. Pretty exciting. You have only 2 classes right now. You have a wizard and a warrior, but at the end of this month, there's a mint for archer. So that's going to be pretty exciting. What I really also like is when you're advancing your character in the game, all the progress is written on your NFT, which means that when you're selling your NFT, you can, for example, you got into level 60, you want to sell your NFT, the player who buys it, he has level 60. That can be really cool once the game actually goes free to play, and those people who have, like, you know, very powerful characters that can actually sell them for people who might want to speed up the process or something, or might want to have this exposure on play to earn. They've already implemented also something like a raid boss, which can be done only, like, I don't know if it can be done right now, but there's like big ass dragon somewhere on an island. If you make a quest, and you can try to fight it, but you need to have at least like 100 players, which is difficult right now at this moment. But there are also guilds being introduced in the future. And guys, what I really like about this is that they have not spent anything on marketing yet, which means that, well, in a bull market, if you throw just a little money on you know, maybe shiny trailer or something, that can be really interesting for the price action, if you know what I mean. Wink wink. But honestly, guys, that's Legends of Elumia. I definitely encourage you to check out the game. If you are not willing to buy a character, it's pretty pricey right now, and honestly, I don't blame you. Also, regarding the price action, well, it's pumping. As you can see, it's pumping. And right now, I would not ape in, maybe right now, wait for a little retracement. Although, if you're thinking about this game long term, well, they've been building to bear. I don't think they're going anywhere right now, especially when the bull market is just about to start or started already. With this market cap, I think they have still a lot of room to grow. I think like things might get interesting once this price reaches like previous all-time high, and then there will be a price discovery. But of course, that's only a speculation. I don't know if this happens. As always, guys, everything you hear here, it's not a financial advice. I'm not telling you to ape in or anything. Right now, it's pricey. I would not be buying right now, but I bought somewhere here guys, when I also said to you that I'm buying and that this stuff gonna pump, I also have had some tokens from the IDO. Not much. I got in for like $200 worth of tokens, and I keep that during bear. Was pretty painful to watch, but yeah. Right now, this is what it is, guys. So Legends of Illumia, give them a follow. I will link everything in the description, guys. Check out what they're building. You can get on the party up to 4 people in one party. Right now, there's only wizard and a mage, wizard and a warrior, but future will introduce more and more classes. And also, token can be used as a DAO. So if you hold the token, you will be able to vote for what's coming next for this project. I know that there are some speculation if they introduce mounts and another classes, another races. That might be very interesting. And well, I like those decentralized features that the token actually has utility for some players to vote on what's going to happen in the future in the game. This is also always very exciting because in normal games we don't have those possibilities. In general, like how this actually works, well, we will see. But guys, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already to help the channel grow. Hope you like the content, and let's go. 2024 is going to be big. Later.